All right, welcome back. This is the 49 Trades channel, and I just wanted to do a little recap on my Sunday watch list video. Basically, I did a video of my watch list going forward into this week on Sunday, and just kind of wanted to touch base here. So, start off with PayPal. It was a 90 day, basically a one day candle, 7.5 hour candle, which is basically a day. Regular hours of trading is 7.5 hours. So. 90 days, but I zoomed in. So basically it was trading, along this line for a while, or not even for a while, but maybe a couple weeks or so. And it obviously broke out of this, right? As it started meeting this is a 150 moving average. I'm pretty sure it's a 150 or 200, either way. And it kept getting rejected by it, right? I mean, obviously, or, this zone, not specifically that line, and then it just got eaten up, right? Came right down, but we had a pretty nice candle today, and on the intraday you can see it made a intraday head and shoulders, right? And it came back down, but it was still being traded. So I think that's a pretty good sign for PayPal. I mean, I'm a day trader, so I was in and out of this trade this morning, and I came out with some profits, and I was thinking about getting back in, and I wasn't too sure if I should, because of this super heavy sell-off, but I'm not quite sure we're going to see that again. I think that had something to do with, Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, this being a Friday and this being a Tuesday. So that being considered, I'm going to be pretty interested in this, at market open tomorrow. So I just kind of wanted to reiterate that and, kind of explain how I think how this played out. And I still think it's a good sign. I think this could be like a little reversal. It's obviously a reversal candle, or that typically is a reversal sign, but we'll have to see what it does tomorrow. I think tomorrow is actually going to be, it's probably first green candle in a while. So moving on, I got Tesla. We're basically just looking at the same ones I had on Sunday, plus two more, minus, I think I took I think I took one out. We'll see. Anyways, so I had this trend drawn out for Tesla for a while. We can zoom in on this, and as you can see, it traded up to here, and it stayed for 2 days, right? And it just got basically rejected straight down to this other line, little bounce, and then we had two touches here, right? But what I wanted to highlight is how it just stayed right here, right before the new year. This, I don't know if you guys can see that white hashed line right here. This is the new year. And this was the next, market day after the New Year's. I think that's the third. Yeah, it's the third. And but basically, I think what was happening here is, I don't know if it was a short squeeze because people were shorting the stock and expecting it to come back down, and it didn't, or what happened, or maybe it just stayed up here so long that it came up. But basically, it broke through, but then it came back down. It obviously didn't meet, our bottom trend line again, but it maybe right here in the middle. And then I would even consider this big green candle a breakthrough the trend as well. It's pretty significant for me. As you can see up here, they're breaking through a little bit, but if something broke through up this high, it's pretty significant. But then obviously it got rejected on Thursday, and then Friday we saw it wanted to come back again, right? Pretty good candle. And then this wick is obviously taller than the other wick. You can see that a little better on the intraday chart. So this candle, right, the open was here and the close was there, and it didn't go obviously straight up, but I like this one better because it was traded back and forth, right? Obviously, the close was maybe slightly above the open. I think if we have a green candle, we have a green candle. So it was above the open. So I think that's a pretty good sign. Obviously it saw some major buying power this morning and a little sell-off, but it obviously in between, there was more people being interested, and it had a nice little maybe swing to it, or rounded bottom. So moving forward, I added Boeing to the list. Boeing's been one that I've been watching for a while. I like trading it off of this 50 moving average again. It bounced twice, right? And I think basically what we're looking at now is, I like this green candle again. I was, gonna pull this stock out of my watch list and, kind of forget about it for a little bit, but I really kind of am getting more interested with this green candle again. I think if it came back into this zone again, if I zoom out, kind of give us some perspective, I think I'd be getting interested again. As you can see, we're having, this is a red candle, this is a green candle. It doesn't really make too much of a difference when we're looking at those hammerhead ones or whatever. But, it was basically what it's showing is that there is potential for it. Maybe not in the immediate future, but if it came back near this 50 moving average again and volume was looking right, or the candles were looking right, I would think about entering again, because I think it's got more potential. And obviously, I don't know if you guys follow Jim Cramer's CNBC. He was talking about it this morning too. Anyways, people follow him, so if you can catch some guys talking about some stocks on the news, major news outlets, that maybe he will. I know a lot of people don't really respect Jim Cramer's ideas and everything, but people listen to him. So, anyways, moving forward, Microsoft was one I was mentioning earlier, but basically Microsoft saw the same thing. Big candle again, but it's still staying around this zone. I mean, it kind of in after hours or pre-market hours actually, it broke below that level, but right here it's still respecting it during regular trading hours. So I think that could be a real good sign going ahead in the future as well, next couple days. And then DraftKings, we mentioned DraftKings already on Sunday, and I just wanted to kind of recap that. This one is just not, it's just been getting beat up. But again, we have this big, tall, red candle. Well, like I said, the color of it doesn't matter all that much. It as long as the open and the close are pretty tight in comparison to the wick, and it's pretty close, because on this one obviously we saw a candle like that. We saw a candle like that on the high end, and these other stocks we're seeing them on the high end as well, but it's bouncing. The 50 moving average is above it. It's not coming to bounce below the 50 moving average. So I don't know what makes those buyers buy that, but obviously some people are buying it because of the news that came out. New York and another state is, legalizing gambling, the Super Bowl coming out. But anyways, I do think that this is going to be a good buying opportunity either tomorrow or Wednesday as it's, established itself and, feathering out. And then the last one I wanted to talk about today was, I'll talk about Citi Bank and then also maybe Apple, because I like Apple too. But Citi Bank is bouncing off of the 50 moving average as well. We zoom in here. It had obviously a red candle here, but it was a major red candle in after hours, and it immediately bounced right off of that 50. And obviously that's something that needs to be not corrected, but there's going to be a reaction to both of these candles. So I think we're still seeing the reaction here, but I think there could be potentially another bounce tomorrow morning off of this 50. I just wanted to put this in the list real quick, and then see if I can get Apple up here real quick. Apple as well is bouncing. It's this is here. Let me zoom in. This is obviously a little lower, and we had a wick down to here on this candle, I guess. But I think if it came down into this zone again, I think we could be expecting a nice little uptrend. It's getting below this 150, which isn't that great, but I like these wicks that we're getting again, So, anyways, I just wanted to make a little quick video about recapping my Sunday video, and also, adding a couple to it. And anyways, see what you guys think, and let me know in the comments. All right, have a good one, and good luck, everybody.